All right, today is a holiday, so let's talk about the sales that are going out tomorrow. This sold on Poshmark. This is a Matilda Jane tween line. This is a partner collab with Joanna Gaines. This sold for $27. I get $21.60 back. I feel like I've had to have picked this up at the bins. Pretty sure I did. This is a galvanized metal tray. It was actually in my booth, and I reposted it locally on just my group Facebook page. It sold for $15. This is a Woodwick Sangria scented reed diffuser, new in box. I just picked this up at that auction that you probably saw in my last video. It sold for $5, and while we're on it, this is a piece of pottery. It did have a candle in it. I told you I was probably going to burn the candle out. I did that and cleaned it up. This sold for $10. So right here I've got $15 back from the auction, and remember I only spent $22.15. So 2 items, $15 back in my pocket. This is a FootJoy golf shoe dust cover bag, whatever. This sold on Poshmark for $10. I get $7.05 back. This was free to me. This is a little girl's, it looks like a baby gown, but it's actually a 3T. And it's little Diana, and it's got these little roses, flowers, kind of embroidered down the front. This sold on Poshmark for $22. I get $17.60 back. This was actually in a storage unit, which is kind of crazy to me. I found a lot of baby stuff in a storage unit. This Scentsy Buddy, it's a monkey. It takes the little, Scentsy scent pouches in the back. It does not have a pouch. He sold for $14 on Poshmark. I get $11 and some change maybe back. I really don't remember where I got him. I either picked him up at a yard sale or the thrift store. Can't remember. This is a Ralph Lauren. It is a Ralph Lauren polo jeans sweater. It is 100% wool. This sold on Poshmark for $20. I get $16 back. And this came from the bins quite a long time ago. And this was also in my booth. And of course I brought it home recently when I cleaned out the booth space, the vendor booth, and it sold locally. I reposted it on my Facebook group page. It sold for $20. And I'm trying to remember, I picked this up at a thrift store and maybe paid, I don't know, $5 or $7 for it, something like that. So anyway, that's what's going out tomorrow. All right, so the roll of ribbon for $5. That was out of last week's auction. So I spent $22.15 at the auction. I've sold a $10 piece and 2 $5 pieces. So I'm at $20 and still got a lot to go. All right, picked this up at the auction. Sold on eBay. Buyers all in $46.20. After fees and shipping, I will get $29.88 back. And if you'll remember, I only spent $22.15 on the entire auction. So this makes everything else at the auction completely free. All right, here's a sale. This is a National Wildlife Turkey Federation vest. I think it's reversible. I'm pretty sure I found this at the bins one time. I really can't remember, but I don't remember buying it at a yard sale or anything like that. So this sold on eBay. The buyers all in $38.19. After fees and shipping, I think I make like $19.88, something like that. So I'm going today to pick up some more stuff from an auction that I did online. This is not a storage unit auction. This is just an auction that was run online. And you pick up your stuff locally. I think this time I spent like $46 all in, taxes, fees, everything. So I'll show you all that in another video. I haven't been posting a lot of clothing online like I said I was going to, because we've been working outside on getting some electric fence strung up for around the strawberries and some other some other things I've got planned for the spring that I'm not quite ready to disclose yet. But anyway, my husband tells me I have too many irons in the fire with resale and farming. I would never want to say I'm a farmer. I'm just a dabbler in a few things that I'm interested in. But I tell him, like I would tell anybody, I've always heard this, you need to view your streams of income like a table, like your dining room table. If your dining room table has one pedestal and it breaks, you no longer have a table. If you have one stream of income and something happens to that, you have nothing. So you need to view your life, your irons in the fire, as legs of a table. The more legs you have, the sturdier you're going to be. If I have 4 streams of income and I lose one of those, my table is still fairly sturdy. It's going to wobble a little bit, but it's still fairly sturdy. So he tells me I'm trying to do too many things. And I said, I got it. I can handle it. So that's just something to think about. How many streams of income do you have? And if you lost one, would you still be sturdy? Would you still be stable? So if you have a full-time job and a side hustle, or maybe 2 side hustles, or you're investing or something like that, you can consider those streams of income. That would help support your family if something happened to one of those. So if you've got a 4-legged table and you lose one, you might be okay. You know, it may be shaky for a little while, but there are things that I enjoy too. So if there were things that I dreaded doing, I'd probably quit. And it may be that I do dread it one day. I used to do vinyl work, you know, like vinyl initials on cups and earrings and vinyl on your clothing and stuff. And it did kind of get to where it became work. I didn't enjoy it. I dreaded sitting down and designing something and cutting it on the machine and heat pressing it on and things like that. And when my machine messed up, broke, I decided then, you know, yeah, this is not something I want to continue. So at that time, that was a stream of income. And I decided I just didn't like it anymore. So, you know, I found something else I liked, and I liked reselling, and I liked thrifting, and I like going to yard sales and things like that. And so I'm using that to my advantage. I like working in the yard. I loved growing the pumpkins. I'm hoping the strawberries do just as well, and then the new venture that's coming too. So stay tuned. In another video, I will show y'all what I got at the auction. So this was kind of a short one, but that's okay. It's a good one. So thanks.